And actually, we are specialized in providing information for the student who are looking for a direct placement opportunity, especially like continue their higher studies in overseas like USA, UK, Canada, as well as Australia. So mainly we doing guidance for them. And actually, we are a British Council certified agent, and apart from that, we have affiliated with some professional recognition as well.
If you could tell our audience about what your company offers students who wish to study abroad.
Yeah, actually, we're doing Alanki mainly the guidelines. Actually, as example, if the students wants to continue the high studies in overseas, so we guide them according to the requirement as well as their qualification. What are the course that they're looking? What are the universities that they're looking at? As example, if they want to apply for a high rank university, then we will guide them. Or if they want to apply the more scholarship, then also we will guide them. So actually, it will be like totally based on the student requirement.
Swansea University is one of the top ranked universities in the UK and in the world. We are a top 300 global institution as per the QS World ranking and top 30 in the UK. And we offer a wide range of courses both at undergraduate and postgraduate level for students. It is a very beautiful location as well as a highly prestigious university delivering quality education to students.
Actually, we're doing full complete process, which means admission to visa, which it's called normally called as A to Z full complete process. Until the student get the visa, we're doing the full complete process.
What are the employment opportunities during and after their studies, and how does Swansea University support students? Welcome. You're watching Conversations with Alanki. Across the globe, Consultancy-Pvt-Ltd is a leading student placement consultancy firm based in Sri Lanka, offering expert education guidance and personalized support to students who wish to study abroad. Now, they offer comprehensive services which cover every aspect of your journey while connecting students to top universities. Now, joining me today in this discussion to discuss all about this and also about Swansea University and what it offers students is Ms. Shweta Jain, Principal Advisor for South Asia for Swansea University, and Mr. C. Niroshan Mananalage, Managing Director of Across the Globe Consultancy-Pvt-Ltd. Welcome.
Welcome.
So, as we begin this conversation, Mr. Niroshan, can you tell our audience a little bit about yourself and also about your firm and what your company offers?
Okay, as I mentioned, I'm the MC Niroshan. I'm the Managing Director and co-founder of the Across the Globe Consultancy-Pvt-Ltd. And actually, we are specialized in providing information for the student who are looking for a direct placement opportunity, especially like continue their higher studies in overseas like USA, UK, Canada, as well as Australia. So mainly we're doing guidance for them. And actually, we are a British Council certified agent, and apart from that, we have affiliated with some professional recognition as well. And apart from that, we are based in Colombo, and I'm also studying UK as well as US as well for my further studies.
All right. And if you could tell our audience about what your company offers students who wish to study abroad.
Yeah, actually, we're doing Alanki mainly the guidelines. Actually, as example, if the students wants to continue the high studies in overseas, so we guide them according to the requirement as well as their qualification. What are the course that they're looking? What are the universities that they're looking at? As example, if they want to apply for a high rank university, then we will guide them. Or if they want to apply the more scholarship, then also we will guide them. So actually, it will be like totally based on the student requirement. And also we have to check the student profile as well. Yeah.
All right. And moving on to Shweta, could you tell our viewers about yourself, the role you play, and also about Swansea University?
First of all, thank you for having me here, Alanki. And I'm really happy to be doing this session. So I work as a principal advisor for Swansea University. I look after the South Asia region, which includes Sri Lanka as well. And Swansea University is one of the top ranked universities in the UK and in the world. We are a top 300 global institution as per the QS World ranking and top 30 in the UK. So Swansea is a beautiful city. They are located in Wales, and it is a coastal city like Colombo. So students coming to Swansea will feel at home when they are in Swansea, and we offer wide range of courses both at undergraduate and postgraduate level for students. It is a very beautiful location as well as a highly prestigious university delivering quality education to students. We receive students from 130 different nationalities. So students from Sri Lanka, from India, from US, from Canada, from Middle East. So when students sit in a class, they sit in a very diverse multicultural class. They gain a lot of experience through peer learning as well, apart from the qualification that they are gaining when studying at Swansea.
All right. And I believe students and parents of students who are watching this might want to know, why would students choose Swansea University and how does it benefit them?
So Swansea, as I said, is a very prestigious institution. We are a very, education, academic focused university, but also a lot of extracurriculars for students. So we are a very good balance of a traditional and a modern university. We date back to 1920. We are more than 100 years old, but we also have all the modern facilities for the programs that we teach. Our infrastructure is excellent. There are a lot of student-led surveys that happen in the UK. So there is What Uni Student Choice Awards, there's National Student Survey, then there is something called Student Crowd, there is Uni Compare. So most of these surveys, students rate their universities on various parameters on different categories, and Swansea has been rated one of the best universities for student experience, for academic support, for infrastructure, for facilities, as an international university. So there's a lot of benefits to kind of be studying at Swansea with a combination of both academic and extracurricular activities that they can do. Also, it is a nice, beautiful city to be in. It's a Welsh, people are considered to be the most friendliest in the UK.
All right.
People might say other rate, but yes, this is my personal experience. I've worked with a lot of UK universities, and Swansea is the current university I'm working with, the first Welsh university that I started working with. And the city, the people, the country is excellent. They're so friendly, they're so warm. If they'll meet you on the road, they'll say hi. They'll, if you need some kind of help, they're happy to provide you support, whether it's outside the university or inside the university. So it's a very safe city to live in. Swansea is one of the safest cities to be in the UK, and it's also a very economical, budget-friendly city. We have one of the lowest cost of living in the UK, so students can, depending upon whatever their budget they can manage to stay in the UK, in Swansea, and study as well, gain very good quality education while they're studying.
Sure.
Yeah. And just to add, for Sri Lankan students and students from different, communities and cultures, we have specific societies. So we have a Sri Lankan society, and that is a really good way for students to kind of connect with people from their own country, from their community, when they are at Swansea. So they do not feel left out, they do not feel alone. And that is a very good way to, transfer into the culture that UK has, because they can connect with people who have already been there, and they can help them out transition into a UK space. So I think that's a very good opportunity for students and a safe space to kind of get into.
All right. So, Niroshan, how can across the globe consultancy support or facilitate the process? If a student comes to you, how do you support them to apply to Swansea University?
Okay. First, when the students comes to us, first we have to check his qualifications and what is his requirement. So based on that, we will guide them to what is the suitable option for them. And the second thing is actually we're doing full complete process, which means visa to admission to visa, which it's normally called as A to Z full complete process. Until the student get the visa, we're doing the full complete process. The third one is like a very important thing in the modern nowadays. It's called as a training for the interview, because nowadays there's a big trend, because university calling for the interview, as well as once a visas load to the UK via immigration, they also calling for the interview. So at that time, we will personalize guide them for the training for that training. And the fourth one is normally some student actually they come and want to apply with their dependents. Like as example, student is married, they want to apply with their husband, wife, or the kids. So at that time, we will guide them for their dependent visa, and also some visitor visa. So visitor visa means Alanki actually some student, I mean the students once they went to the UK after they are completing their studies, when they happening their graduation, so student needs to take their parents for their graduation. So at that time, student needs to apply. I mean the student needs to bring their their family to the UK to participate for the graduation. So at that time, we doing the visitor visa. And also apart from that, from our end, we conducting the pre-departure session is very important, and also university also guide doing that one as well. But apart from that, at the end, I'm also personally doing the pre-departure session, because I've been to UK before and I studied there, and I know what is the ATV scenario for happening exactly. So at that time, I'm using my personal experience and sharing it my students as well, especially how they travel into UK, and how to find accommodation, and especially how to find a part-time job. This is very important thing. Most of the student is asking, so nowadays, so those are the like thing actually we mainly focusing when we providing our service to the student.
So you actually support them not just throughout the entire journey and process, but you also support them after they get to UK.
Exactly. Because most of the student, sometimes they don't know once the visa is granted what to do next, because actually we're getting a lot of students who never been to any other country before. So as example, someone they know actually where is the airport, but they don't know how to go there. What to do the first thing initial step. So from the ticket to how they how they go into the UK, what are the things to be done. I mean, what they need to buy, it's like a full complete process, not only the visa. So actually I have personal experience. This is very helpful for the student, and I'm sharing with my student always with my personal experience as well. Yeah.
We come to ask you, how many students have applied via Across the Globe Consultancy and made it to Swansea University?
So actually, as Across the Globe Consultancy, we mainly we have direct contract around like 30 to 35 universities only in UK. So Swansea is like a top priority university. So we mainly send around like 30 to 30, around like about 35 students with the dependents for the Swansea University. So they all are doing great. Some of them are already graduated. Some of the students are still studying, and some of them in the PSW as well. Yeah.
And Shweta, what are the special advantages or benefits for students when applying to Swansea University?
Yeah, well, that's a very good question. Thank you for asking. I think Sri Lankan students, we really want to have that diversity when we want students from Sri Lanka studying at Swansea. And for that, of course, our really good portfolio of courses that we offer in different subject areas, but also scholarships that we offer to students. So for Sri Lankan students, we have a £6,000 scholarship, which is available to them if they qualify to enter into a program with Swansea University. We have scholarships for both undergraduate and postgraduate students, and also English waivers. So based on the qualification, in-country qualification, we can also give them waiver on their English language qualification. So these are some of the advantages that they have while they apply to Swansea University. And our application process is very streamlined. Of course, we work with across the globe. They are our trusted partners, and students apply through across the globe. They can help with the entire application process, the seamless, like A to Z, starting from application to the visa process. And we fully support across the globe wherever it needs in terms of any student query that is there. And we can, speak to the student. We meet students when we come to Sri Lanka. We also meet our offer holders. We advise, we meet their parents. So we advise on any queries that they have before even they travel to the university.
Sure. So what are the base requirements for a student applying to Swansea University?
Yes. So undergraduate, they need to have a Sri Lankan A-level or a Cambridge A-level to apply for any of our undergraduate courses. Or postgraduate, they need to have a 4-year undergraduate qualification in the relevant area with a minimum CGPA of 3. So if they are meeting this requirement along with whatever the English requirement is, then they can enter into the university subject, whatever they're interested in.
All right. So Niroshan, what are the basic UK visa requirements?
Okay, my personal advice is, Alanki, when the student decide to apply for the higher studies in the UK, when they decide to apply as soon as possible. That's the most important thing. Don't wait until the last minute. So as example, if you are willing to apply for the next year September intake, now onwards start the process. That's the most important thing, because now we have already student who have, they started their process. That's the first thing actually students should know. And the second thing is there are some set of deadlines. So as example, some student universities, when they apply, there's application deadline. Apart from that, if the student has to face for the interview, there's a deadline called precast interview deadline. And once the precast interview, the interview is done, there's a payment deadline, which means once you pass the interview, they will issue the unconditional offer letter. After that, they have to go for their university down payment, because there is a normal down payment. Normally 50% is required most of the university, but for Swansea University, we require only 4,000. So there's a deadline for that one as well. And finally, to apply for the the cash document, which is called as cash document, that's required for when you student applying for the visa. So there's a deadline for that one as well. So you should know all the deadline before you applying. So that's is a very important thing as well. And the third point is, Alanki, the most important thing is the interview, because normally, as I mentioned earlier, there is a interview which is conducted by the university as well as the UK via immigration. So that's very important thing nowadays, because personally, when the student is coming to us to applying through us, we train them around like 20 to 25 questions personally. So some session will take around like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Normally, until the students get fully confident with the interview, we're doing training for them. So that one is very important thing. Actually, some universities they don't have the precast interview. But our personal advice is, don't even if the university doesn't conduct the interview, once the visa is submitted to the UK via immigration, there's a high chance to call for the interview. So once the visa is submitted, don't wait until call them for an interview. Get ready. So that be prepared. That's very important thing, because you don't know when he's calling, because normally you will get an email by mentioning that you get ready within 2 days time we have the interview. So because of that, please be prepared until you get the visa. So that's very important thing when you apply for the visas. Those are the things actually when held.
And, just to add from Swansea perspective, Swansea has 2 intakes, January and September. And currently our applications for January intake are open. January intake has a very tight timeline because we're already in September, mid-September. So students need to make their application now so that it is very processed in time for them to apply for their visa and reach the university before the enrollment starts. So extremely important that they start early so that they're not rushed at the last moment or miss out an intake because they've not, done it in the proper time. And if they do it in proper time, there are opportunities to apply for other scholarships as well, because deadlines for merit-based scholarships are earlier than the regular scholarships. So it is very important that they start looking into the program that they're interested in, do their own research on the university, do their research on the program, so that, even during the interview, when it is either the university interview or an interview with UKVI, they're able to answer those questions about the program, why they have chosen that course, how it links to their previous study, and how to help them in their career once they finish their program. If they do their own research, they will be able to answer it in more depth, and UKVI, immigration officer will be more satisfied with their answers, and getting a rejection on their visa is the chances are limited and minimized.
So I think the key requirement is to be prepared.
Just want to add one more point for that one. Normally, actually, when the students apply for the Swansea University, the minimum requirements is for the undergraduate is O-level, because we are tied up with a pathway provider called Navitas. Because in the Swansea University, there's a department called the College Swansea University. They tie up with the Navitas partner. So the basic requirement will be O-level. So students who have the O-level, they can still apply for the university for the 3-year bachelor, 4-year bachelor. But you don't have to. Normally, you will get the visa for the full program of the duration. Yeah.
Sure. And if I may ask from both of you, what is your final message to students who wish to apply to Swansea University?
So I would just say that, Swansea is an excellent place to study. It's a beautiful city. And students, if you're interested, I think our main USP, apart from, scholarship or waiver or the rankings that we have, is our courses. Whenever a student is interested in studying a program, the first thing that they should do, any university, whether it's Swansea or any other university, they should look at the course curriculum that is being offered for that particular program. most of the students who come to meet me during events, they come to me and say that, we have looked at a couple of universities, but we want to go to Swansea because the course curriculum that we're teaching on that program is excellent. So I would say our biggest USP is the program that we are teaching, the curriculum that we are teaching, which is highly focused on industry, and that makes students job ready when they finish their program. We take a lot of feedback from employers in what we should be teaching our students so that they're job ready when they finish their courses and they have the hands-on practical experience about the subject area that has been taught. So do look at the programs and then decide early whichever university you would like to apply to. If you wish to come to Swansea, you're more than happy. We can guide you, support you in any which way that you would like to do, and you can connect with us via Niroshan. You can connect with us directly through the university channels, and we're more than happy to support.
All right, before I actually hear the final message from Niroshan, I'd like to also ask you, what are the employment opportunities during and after their studies, and how does Swansea University support students?
Right. I think that's a very, very important question, because everybody, if I'm studying abroad and if I'm investing such a big amount, I would want to know what is my ROI, how do I get employment, or what are the opportunities available. So while students are studying, they're allowed to work in the UK 20 hours a week. And normally students, when they're working part-time, they work in, cafes and restaurants and malls, retail. They may have opportunities to work on campus within their faculty or as a student ambassador. But it is very, very important that they work part-time, because it helps them gain a lot of soft skills, which are highly desirable when they want to work full-time.
Yeah.
They also work in a UK cultural space. They deal with UK customers and UK employers, which again gives them the right skill to deal with them when they are working full-time. They understand, sometimes in our country, we may respond differently, or we may have a different kind of understanding of certain situations. But in UK, because it's a culturally different country, there may be a completely different way of looking at things and responding to things. So learning that while doing the part-time job is extremely important and useful for students. Once they finish their studies, they're allowed to stay back in the UK for 2 more years, and they can work full-time anywhere in the UK. Then they're not restricted to stay back in the same city or the same country. Wherever they get the opportunity to work in the sector that they would like to work, they can travel there and they can start working there. As a university, we have a very active employability academy. It is called Swansea Employability Academy, and our employability team has won a lot of awards for being an excellent support system to our students. They organize various sessions. They organize career talks, employer talks. They organize career fairs, part-time job fairs. They invite industry professionals to speak to our students, to tell them what is that they need to groom themselves with to be job ready when they finish their program. They advise them what kind of opportunities are available in the sector that they're interested in. We organize networking sessions for students to meet a prospective employer. So there's a lot of opportunity to meet.
And a lot of career guidance.
There are a lot of career guidance available to them throughout the year. It is the only thing that students need to do is to take the initiative to attend those events.
Sure.
They receive information in their inbox regularly of whatever support system, guidance, and these events that we are organizing. If they do that, if they attend those events, they gain a lot of useful information that is provided to them. They can also, so apart from these, bigger sessions that we do, they can also book in one-to-one career coaching service with our employability team for a more niche, specific subject guidance or a career guidance that they need. So there's a lot of support and opportunity guidance available at university. They just need to take advantage of.
All right. And finally, Niroshan, what is your final message to students wishing to apply to Swansea University?
Actually, I would like to inform you, now the UK via immigration, now they have changed their visa system. So which means before they had a visa on their passport, like a sticker, they stamp on the sticker. But right now, they have changed into a system called e-visa system. So which means nowadays students get the visa confirmation email. So then they have to apply separately. So please be concerned about that term. Please be aware about before you travel into UK. And the second thing is, actually last 10 days I was in UK. I visited Swansea University. I visited some of my students who already studied over there. Everyone is doing very well right now. I'm happy to say right now. And also, if you need some kind of like assistant, so from our end, so we can provide that one naturally, because most of the students sometimes struggling to find the accommodation as well as part-time job, because normally we help them with our previous student, and when they ask when we request this help from them, definitely they will try to help for the newcomers. So that's a very important thing as well from our end, we can tell to our student. Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing this information about Across the Globe Consultancy and also about Swansea University. So that was, joining me in this discussion today was Shweta Jain, the Principal Advisor for South Asia for Swansea University, and Mr. C. Niroshan Manannalage, Managing Director of Across the Globe Consultancy Private Limited. If you want to study abroad, or you know someone who wants to study abroad, you can always get assisted by Across the Globe Consultancy Private Limited. So I do hope you found this conversation insightful and helpful. Do share it with anyone who may need to hear it or watch it. Thank you once again for watching. Stay safe and take care.